Welcome to the SideTable Podcast. Let me ask you guys something. How do you guys take notes? Because I know when I was in university, like my professor would be talking about psychoanalysts or some shit or some neurons, and I would just like write down little pictures, or I would just write down a word.
I was the kind of idiot who would write down everything.
Yeah, like I would try to do that, and the freaking girl that was behind me, the nerd, was just writing everything down, and I was like, fucking nerd. I'm sure I'll remember this when I get home, right? But then I would get home, and I would look at my notes, and it would be like, left side of the brain.
Fuck.
Like, that's, yeah, and I would be like, what the fuck? Left side of the brain, okay, what about it? And that's it. And I would just be fighting with myself for the fucking notes. And it's like it's a fight with me versus past me.
Yeah.
And current me fighting for future me to understand what I'm going to be learning. And I just remember that because Ricky over here, we were taking notes about what we could possibly talk about for the podcast.
Yeah.
And we actually had such a great discussion over it. It was fantastic. We came up with so many interesting topics.
It was a solid at least 4.
Yeah, dude. Like it was so interesting, and I was like, "Fuck!" Like this podcast is actually going to be really intelligent and really fucking interesting. Like people are going to love this.
Okay, so
and he just sent.
Okay, go on.
He just sent me the fucking because I thought he wrote everything down because I was like going on and on about these topics, and he was like, "Fuck yeah, man, yeah, that's great." And he just sent me right now the list of the things that we're going to talk about. And one of them is great.
3 things.
3 things, right? Like one of the things is great. That's like the main one that we were talking about. And then the second one is people thinking they know.
In context, I'm pretty sure it made sense.
Yeah, like probably what we were talking about was great, but written it now is like people thinking they know what, motherfucker. Like, what are we supposed to talk about? And then the second one is thinking about heads. Like I have no clue what those topics were even about, and I think this was like 2 days ago, so that's gone. That's forever lost.
At some point maybe we will figure out what the fuck I wrote down.
maybe, but fuck, man, right now people thinking they know. I just don't know what you thought people were thinking because I can't remember. For sure.
I'm sure in context it made total sense.
Let's try to figure out what it was, because I remember we were talking about Camp Laszlo.
Yeah.
Because you guys know about Camp Laszlo, right? Like, it's got a dark side. Like, there's so many shows that I used to watch, from like Cartoon Network to, I'm not sure if Disney Channel, but I know for sure
Disney
Cartoon
XD
Network
had 1 or 2.
Yeah, Cartoon Network has a bunch of shows.
Cartoon Network is dark humor.
Yeah, like these shows, like Ed, Edd and Eddy, they have a darker side. Like supposedly Ed, Edd and Eddy, like they're all dead, right? They're like in heaven. That's where there's no parents. Apparently. And we were talking about Camp Laszlo and how fucking crazy that was, because I used to watch Camp Laszlo all the time, but I never actually finished it. Like I think I moved to Mexico when it was like the finale of Camp Laszlo or something like that. So I just never saw the ending of Camp Laszlo. And then Ricky was telling me about it, and I couldn't believe it. Like, I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
like,
the last episode, it's fucked up.
Yeah, I was like, who thought about this fucking show? Like, who put this on Cartoon Network? Like, y'all know this is for kids, right?
Supposedly. I mean, it's for those kids that, like, don't have parents that watch over them, like, real hard.
Shit, that was me for sure, son.
Yeah, dude, for real.
No parental, like, guidance at all.
I mean, my parents were, like, super, like, watching over me all the time, but I had a TV in my room, and it was, like, fucking... Like, right. I watch whatever the fuck I want.
Right. But the Camp Laszlo thing, like, just tell me what the ending was.
Okay. So on the last episode of Camp Laszlo, we read the Wikia. Like, it's it turns out that Countmaster Lumpus or some shit was his name. Like, he's not the real Campmaster. Like, he kidnapped the real guy, who was apparently a fat moose, like, just like, it looks exactly like Lumpus, just fat and like paler or some shit. And he just had him in a closet for fucking the entire series.
See, that's kind of bullshit because throughout the whole series, first of all, Campmaster Lumpus, he was kind of suckish. You know, like I would think he is like the Campmaster because most of them don't give a shit.
It's like a normal guy who hates his job.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's just a regular dude. But as it turns out, it's some crazy motherfucker that just went into a random camp, kidnapped the fucking Grandmaster, tied him up on some 50 Shades of Grey shit, and just kept him in the room.
Like high key.
Right? Like, because I think the Grandmaster never left the camp.
I'm pretty sure he was in the closet the entire time.
Yeah, like Lumpus was sleeping in his room with him tied into the fucking closet.
Yeah.
And that's crazy that they would reveal that to little kids.
Like, what do you think he fed him? Is what I'm wondering.
His dick, probably. Like,
maybe. You know what? There's like a little hole sometimes.
You don't just tie up somebody for like, how long was the camp? Like a couple of months, right? Like,
dude, it's at least summer camp.
Yeah, like at least like a month.
But then I think each season was another year.
Holy fucking shit! So he had him there for like 3 years.
Maybe. Let's see.
Like, please Google that because I don't know. That's just kind of fucked up. Nobody else knew about this, right? Nobody else was like...
No, only Lumpus knew that the real Master was not there. Or was, like, not him.
Damn, that's crazy. Hey, what was that slug? The slug, like... It was,
yeah, he was like an assistant manager or some shit, yeah. There was 5 seasons.
5 seasons. So that dude was locked up for 5 years. Holy shit.
Damn.
Wow. What? Why? Like, did they ever give a reason why? Like, he just...
No, he just was like, you know what? I'm gonna do this.
He was working as a call center agent. He was just...
Yeah, dude.
Hey, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna go to that camp. I'm gonna fucking kidnap that dude. I'm gonna be fucking him up for 5 years. Did he get paid? Did Lumpus get paid?
I would assume so. Like, he would... like, nobody could have possibly, like, had... In order for this to happen, nobody could have seen the real guy, like, ever. Like, he had to, like, go into, like, an online interview or some shit, and, like, Lumpus posed as him.
I mean, he was a moose, too, you know, so...
Yeah, he was a moose. Like, nobody would give a shit. Like, hey, you lost weight. Got a tan.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Didn't Lumpus have a crush on, like, one of the campmasters from another place?
Wait, I think it might have been the slug.
What if that's... why he did it, just because he loved her. And it goes from like a really creepy, just fucking psychotic moose kidnapping somebody and just pretending to be somebody into like a romantic story of a moose trying to get with this girl and all he did to do it. Was it a moose too?
I don't know. I'm looking for it, but I can't seem to find it.
Fuck it. But it's not just Camp Lazlo that has these type of theories, you know? Because
hell yeah,
like I said, Ed and Eddie has it too, where it's supposed to be like, and Ed and Eddie. Oh my god, dude, I loved Ed and Eddie. Like, that was the show that when I got home from fucking 5th grade, I'd get off my bike because I used to ride my bike to school, get in the kitchen, grab a sandwich or a fucking Go-Gurt when Go-Gurts were a thing.
They're still a thing.
Not for me, man. I'm fucking 21.
Boy, I'll still buy them right now.
Hey, son, I'm broke.
Me too. I have $4 in my bank account right now. I'm not kidding.
Don't even talk about money right now, because honestly, you guys, regularly, my account is on negative. Like, seriously.
He's not kidding. I've seen it.
But the thing is, because I don't have like any financial aid from anybody, like it's just me over here.
Yeah.
So it's fucking fine. I pay all my bills. I'm on negative $6, but everything is paid for. So that's fine. I'll be buying them discount, great value Go-Gurt. So
this fucking like Go Yogurt or some shit.
Yogurt on the go.
Yogurt on the go. That's exactly
that's the type of shit that I'd be buying.
Yeah, dude.
And then there's shows that were just fucked up originally. Like, they don't need a darker side. Like Billy and Mandy, which I fucking loved. Like, the Grim Reaper was Jamaican. Like, I fucking loved the fact. Like, I used to talk.
Oh, dude, I love that show so much.
I used to talk like the Grim Reaper. Like, yeah, man.
Yeah,
you know?
man.
Yeah, like...
Dude, I loved
so cool.
all the games that were on CartoonNetwork.com.
Dude, yeah, I used to play Billy and Mandy games all the time.
Dude, I remember that Christmas one.
Remember, every show had, like, a Dragon Ball Z, like, inspired episode, right? Yeah, like...
The Kids Next Door was awesome.
Kids Next Door. I remember they had the Z, like, Codename Z or whatever.
Something like that.
I remember I was fucking hyped as shit to watch that shit.
Dude, it wasn't like it wasn't even like a themed episode. Like each of the characters had their own like view of like getting this. I think it ended up being like a pizza box or some shit.
It's a fucking pizza box?
I think so. Like remember it was like some sort of like weird square that they all gave it a different name.
Honestly, can't remember.
Yeah, and then number 4 it was number 4 who was fighting the Frieza like character that was like those
we're talking
5
about the pizza
kids.
thing. Okay.
Yeah.
I was talking about when they had that special episode, it was like a movie type of thing. Codename Z, like the special agent Z, and it turned out to be number 1's dad or something like that.
Oh wait.
Do you remember that?
Like he was like an undercover agent or something like that, I think.
Like he had all the memories or something like that, but since he grew up or something, like he forgot, or they were taken away. I can't remember, but I remember I was hyped as shit to watch it for sure.
Oh man!
Remember they had a hamster episode 2. That one was pretty scary to me at that point because the hamsters died.
Yeah.
And he went to like the underworld.
I can't find that one.
Can't find it?
No.
Just fuck it. Just whatever, man.
I got this pizza box thing though. Fucking number 4 is Goku. You got
number 4 with the pizza box, of course.
Yeah.
Number 4 was a shit.
Number 4 was
You know, when you're a kid and you're like, oh, that's me. You know, like you take the persona of whatever character you want.
Yeah.
I was like number 1.
I was
my
number
cousin,
2.
My cousin was number 4.
Yeah.
I was number 1. I was like, I'm not gonna be bald, but fuck it, I'm the boss for sure.
Watch you be bald 3 days from now.
Don't even play around. I'm trying to grow my hair out. I think my father has a full head of hair, so I haven't seen that motherfucker in like 21 years. So I don't know, but
you're 21 right now.
I came out, that nigga was like, peace, son. No, he was like, I'm gonna go back to college. I'm gonna go buy cigarettes, and he just dipped.
That's how it works, though.
He'll come back one day, though, once he finds the right type of cigarettes, I'm sure.
That's exactly what's gonna happen.
You can only hope. There was that one thing that I was telling you about, The Egg by Andy Weir.
Yeah.
You know, like consciousness, like everybody's the same person. Let me tell you guys about it. The Egg by Andy Weir is a short story. It's this guy that dies. And he just ends up in heaven, basically, talking to God. And God basically tells him that in the world, there's nobody else. It's just him. Different versions of him. Every time he dies, he comes back as a different person. And time isn't really linear, so it's just him existing on the same plane of existence.
Yeah.
It's just him. All
of space and time is just one.
Just one person. So it's just him. Like anytime you do something bad, you're doing it to yourself. Mm-hmm. Anytime you do something good, you're helping yourself. So right now I'm looking at Ricky, but Ricky's just a different version of myself. Because if I grew up how Ricky grew up, you know, raised with the parents that he had and under the environment that he had, I would basically be the same that Ricky is. I'd be wearing peaches all day, eating fucking pizzas 24/7.
It's 23/7, thank you. I need 1 hour of sleep at least.
This dude sleeps like goes to sleep like at 2 a.m. in the morning.
I wake up at 10.
I wake up at 10 and just gets right back to the fucking video game that he... And it's not... I know some of you guys are probably thinking like, okay, yes, he's a fucking hardcore gamer. It's not like Call of Duty. It's not like Battlefield. It's not like competitive shit.
We're talking Kingdom Hearts here, people.
We're talking fucking Kingdom Hearts. I was looking at the computer screen like fucking 2 minutes ago, and it's just Goofy fucking walking. This nigga's got a level 42 Goofy.
36, actually.
Oh, I said 42.
Close.
Okay. All right, cool.
The answer to the ultimate question.
Well, yeah. That's what it is. And honestly, I want to hate on it, but I love the fact that that's his life. You know, that's what he does. That's what he does. if I could do that and not feel shit about it, I would. That's probably what I would be doing, because you just eat what you want to eat, play what you want to play, wear what you want to wear.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. See, I can't do that, because I tried doing that when I was living with my mom in Tijuana. She saw me on the couch. She was like, "Boy, get the fuck out of my couch. Get out of my house and go do something." I cried a little bit, went out, and then just had to do shit. But your dad doesn't give a fuck. Your dad just lets you do whatever.
Oh, he tries to give a fuck, but I think it's more that I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, you're just like, I remember he tries yelling at you and like motivate you, and you're just like unfazed, just like no fucks given at all. And that's almost like inspiring. Like, you just don't give a shit. Like sometimes, and sometimes this used to bother me when I first started hanging out with Ricky, because my family's like, oh, you gotta look good all the time, you gotta like impress and whatever. Like, they're like that type of people,
Yeah.
And I remember we were going to like high class places, parties for like my primas, like quinces. It's fucking over the tops all the time.
Yeah, I got you.
Just like wasting money, throwing money for no fucking reason. And I'd be over there wearing like a fucking suit, and my dude, let me tell you something. My dude would just show up wearing jeans and just a regular fucking tee. Like, that's just what he was wearing. And it's the same thing that he had been wearing for like the past week. And no fucks giving. And I was like, damn, son, this guy's got his shit down, son. I'm over here wearing 3 different fucking sets of clothing for the same day. And you just don't give a shit. I was like, I gotta hang out with this dude for sure.
We are polar opposites, I think.
Oh, for sure. That's for sure. Like, I wake up, I go run, I come back, I meditate, I eat healthy, shower, I start reading and everything. And then Ricky gets up and starts playing video games.
Yeah. And
I already have all that shit done. Like, I'm the type of person that can't sit down, because I actually went on vacation yesterday to this camp.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't know. Oh, wait. Yeah. I remember now. You told me.
I went to the camp. And it was in Tecate, Baja California, right?
Yeah.
There was no fucking internet there, I swear to God. There's no internet, and I was like, okay, this is fine. I'll try to chill. But I couldn't chill, dude. I tried, and I was just like, fuck, I need to do something, And that's when it really hit me. Like, I'm a city boy. Like, I need to do shit, or else I'm fucking unhappy. And it wasn't just the fact that I couldn't use Snapchat or Facebook or whatever. It was just there was nothing to do. Okay, like, we rented motorcycles, and I was riding on the motorcycle. But even the motorcycle was like
30 minutes an hour, maybe.
We rented it for 2 hours.
2 hours.
And I just went around the track, and I was like, okay, yeah, that's cool. I went around the track again, and I was like, okay. And the third time, I was like, all right, yeah, I'm fucking done. Like, I already know the track. I need to do something else. It wasn't until I started fucking almost risking my life that I was like, oh, shit, this shit's fun, because I was going super fast and almost tipping over.
Yeah.
But that's the point I got to get to when I don't have shit to do, Because I tried, like, sitting down and just, like, fucking meditating. And I can meditate when I'm here. I can just not do anything when I'm here. But over there, surrounded by people, I don't know, like, it just gave me anxiety. And I'm just like, I have to go run. I have to go.
Could it be that, like, you're already used to, like, us being around, where, like, when there are other people around, you're not really as comfortable as, like, doing, like, your normal routine?
Yeah, you know what's weird? Like, I was with my family, my mom, my little brother, my little sister, my grandma, my tia, my primo, my prima.
This
Mexican
motherfucker
shit.
bringing out a list. He fucking
busted out the fucking
scroll
list
for years.
That's not even, like, 1/10 of my family at all.
Bro, we're Mexican. That's not even 100th of our family.
Yeah, but, like, I used to live with my mom just, like, 6 months ago.
Yeah.
5 or 6 months ago. So I would see them every single day, and I was comfortable and whatever. But after moving over here to San Diego and just living on my own, like, individually, just independent, like, the comfort that I have here, like, it's just... Because I come here, I pay bills, whatever. I buy my food. I pay for whatever that I want. And if I want to do something, I do it. If I don't, then I just fucking don't, you know? But over there, I don't know, like, once I was surrounded by my family and just all these strangers, I was just, like, anxious, you know? Like, fuck, just get me back home so I can watch Netflix and just be happy. And it's funny because, like, I work at Food for Less and I see people all the time, but it's kind of different when you're in a job, because I feel like when I'm walking into the job, I feel like I put on a mask, or I put on like a fucking suit, and I'm like pretending to be someone that I'm not, because I have to be over there, and like this lady just every fucking time, dude. At least once a day, somebody comes up like, "Hey, do you work here?" And I have to be like, "Yeah, I work here," and they just ask me stupid shit, and I just have to smile and be like, "Yeah, it's over there on aisle 3," and just be nice to them, you know. But if you really knew me, you would know that I would just be like...
You drop a load of shit on them.
Yeah, man. I would just be sarcastic as shit. I'd be like, oh, I don't know. I don't think we sell that here anymore since, you know, the accident. They'd be like, what? Yeah, you know. Since the accident. I would just fuck with these people so hard, but I can't because I need that paycheck week after week. So I got to say, yeah, it's an aisle 3, you know. Would you like me to walk you over there? And usually they say no, you know, like, fuck, I'll go get it myself.
I know where aisle 3 is. Walks the opposite direction.
Yo, they fucking
they
do.
Oh,
I'm like, it's man. To the right. They'd be like,
I love it so much.
Shit, I know. But there's always that one dude that's like, yeah, take me. And I'm just looking at him like, boy.
What was that grunt, though?
Give me your hand, man. Let me hold your hand since you want to be a little bitch right now. I'm going to take you over there and I'm going to point it to you. And I gotta go take it. And then my manager is like one of the most manager people that you will fucking meet. Like, you know those managers that are in fucking TV shows that are just like, could you stay 2 hours extra, you know?
Please?
Or, I'm gonna need you to work tomorrow and shit like that.
Like, he's just like, quiet your phone.
See, that's Instagram. Somebody's sending me a message right now.
I know exactly what you're talking about, but the manager thing, it's like all the TV managers are like,
yeah,
hey, Skipper, or some shit.
No, like, my manager is honestly like Eddie from Ed, Edd n Eddy.
Oh, shit.
If he grew up. He even looks like Eddie, kind of. And so he's just like really loud and kind of like obnoxious, kind of. But like, he's not like annoying. He's like he's a pretty cool dude. But just like, the role that he has to play is just kind of annoying, you know?
Yeah, I feel you.
I feel like everybody has a role to play, you know? And that's why I don't hate on everybody. Like, even cops. Actually, I don't want to get into cops because there's cops that are dicks. But whenever you put on a fucking suit or a fucking uniform,
there you go.
You transform into whatever that person's supposed to be. And this isn't me just, like, guessing. This is, like, Stanford experiment tested. And if you guys don't know about the Stanford experiment, I really hope you guys research it. It's basically it's this experiment that they did in Stanford where they took students and gave some of them the roles of being convicts, basically being prisoners, and then the other ones
I heard about this.
Yeah, the other ones were the police, right?
Yeah.
And throughout the experiment, the longer it ran, the more the people took
on the role
of whatever position they were giving.
Damn.
You know? And it got so bad that they actually had to stop the fucking experiment because the students, not police officers, the students that were given the roles of police officers started acting like police officers, and with the power that they were giving, they were just fucking abusing the shit out of their fucking classmates.
It's like basically giving bullies the right to do whatever they want.
Yeah, but here's the thing. They weren't bullies. They were just regular people. They were just
normal people, yeah.
It's like if, you know, I'm the one that's more likely to be a bully between us just because I have more energy and more, like, everything. And you're just, like, so calm and, like, nice and shit.
Docile, for lack of a better term.
Yeah, but if we flip the roles, if maybe you're given, you know, the power. Uniform, you're given the power, what would you do with it? Because these were just regular people.
Yeah.
And they probably thought, we're just going to be cops and whatever. But you don't understand the kind of process that goes into your mind when you're given this shit, you know? Like, you can just do whatever you want.
Yeah.
What would you do if you could do whatever you want to these people, you know? And that's crazy when you think about that because, you know, everybody, like I said, is playing a role in society. Like, for me, when I go into Food for Less, I'm more docile because that's the fucking thing that I'm getting paid to do.
Yeah.
I have to play that role. I have to act. But then once I leave, once, like, I'm outside of Food for Less, yeah, and then...
Turn up the dial to 11. The
same managers that are talking to me... Because these are people that are just, like, that's all they do. They just work at Food for Less. That's their main function in society, to work for Food for Less. And I'm working there part-time. And after that, I go box. Because boxing is what I want to do. You know, I'm a champion. That's what I'm good at. So when I leave, I'm a boxer again, you know?
Yeah.
And then try asking me for shit, and I'm just like, boy, get the fuck out of my face, son. Don't you realize that once we leave Food for Less, our roles are done, and we have our different roles? And I will beat the shit out of you if you ask me for anything. I will attack you right now, Javier. I swear to God.
As far as I know, like, I don't think companies can really do anything to you, like, as long as you're not wearing their uniform or, like, they're representing them in any way.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Yeah, so, like, what was it?
So if Javier actually comes behind me, because, like, at work, he's one of the managers, you know? And he's pretty cool. Like, nobody at work is a dick or anything. They're just super nice, but this is just an example, you know? Like, Javier likes to play little jokes and shit. And they're funny most of the time.
Most of the time?
Sometimes they're just kind of awkward, and it's like, okay. But, like, if he tries to do one of those shits, like, in public, when I'm not at work, like, I would just be like, listen here, boy. I'll fucking drop kick you in the kneecap today. Tonight. Twice. 2 times in a row. Just, get up, Because I don't have that role to play, you know?
Yeah.
After I leave Food for Less, it's just Dylan. It's just me. And you guys know how Dylan is. So
you know how Dylan do.
You know how I do. Fucking society making you play roles and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I was thinking about? Like, most of the shows that have those dark sides are Cartoon Network shows. Like, actually, no, because Nickelodeon has a couple. I just thought about that. Nickelodeon has some pretty...
Disney has one or two.
It's because the only show that I could think about right now in Disney is fucking... You remember that one that had a rabbit and a dog? Mr. Whiskers?
Wait.
You remember that one?
Wait, I don't remember that one.
It's like a Beverly Hills puppy that got lost in, like, the jungle. And, like, a fucking rabbit.
Oh, yeah.
You remember that shit?
Yeah. I remember that. Mandy and Randy and Mr. Whiskers, some shit like that.
Some shit like that. Yeah, I was thinking Mandy, but I was like, no, it's probably because I said Billy and Mandy.
Brandy
and
Mr. Whiskers. Of course,
Brandy is such a Beverly Hills like white girl name. Brandy. Yeah, dude. Okay. Yeah, that's the show. So I can't really think of any Nickelodeon. Oh my God, do you remember Arnold?
Yeah. Wait.
Okay, there's a show about Arnold.
Hey Arnold, or
yeah, Hey Arnold.
Okay,
there was this one episode of like this train dude.
Okay.
He was like a ghost, like a train ghost, a ghost train or something like that.
He was the spirit residing within a train, basically.
Like, he's the driver of the train.
Okay.
And it fucked me up, dude.
Why? What happened?
It was like a really scary episode. It was really scary.
Like straight up.
Yeah, like they at the end of the show they show like the guy, and he, like, the way that I remember it, he had like Exorcist looking face.
Oh. Not
that bad, you know, but like that type of shit. Please look that up, because like all you have to do is Google "Hey Arnold train episode scary" or whatever. And I thought it was just me. I thought it was just me being a bitch this whole fucking 21 years that I've been alive. But
Oh, damn.
But after I Googled it, it turns out that a lot of people fucking had problems because of that episode. It was actually one of those I think they only aired it a couple of times too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god, he just showed me the fucking picture and like my heart sank, dude. My heart sank because.
Did your heart start sweating?
Yeah, dude, because it's like traumatic, you know. It's when I was a little kid, you know. You don't protect yourself from that shit. You just take those hits.
Oh shit.
Fuck yeah! Like that episode was like really scary.
Did that happen in it?
I think so. I think he was on the train and he was.
Yeah. Hey Arnold's grandpa was just in the train, just looking like a zombie or some
fucking
shit.
Dead. Yeah, dude. Like that episode fucked me up, and it wasn't just me. It was like
literally everyone.
Whoever saw that episode back in like the fucking 2000s
back in 200 AD.
Looking at it on the fucking rocks and shit. It was shadow art.
Fucking shadow art.
But yeah, that fucking episode just fucked me up.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure how many times they showed it, but it just goes to show that TV shows and like big companies make mistakes sometimes. And like their mistake was fucking scarring a whole generation of kids.
Yeah.
Like who the fuck, why would you draw it like that? Like it literally looks like The Exorcist took.
For real.
Like that's what it is The Exorcist took over this fucking character. And then there was another one that I need you to Google right now, because it was a Grown Ups. You remember that show, like the Rugrats when they grew up?
Oh yeah, All Grown Up.
Yeah, they had a show. I think they had an episode of Ghost, and it fucked me up as well.
All Grown Up. Oh damn.
Yeah, let me see that picture.
Just looks like an ambiguous teenager of like similar age to the characters, just with red eyes.
Okay, there's got to be more. There's like a scary one, a scary picture for sure.
Bean Matson. Does that ring a bell?
I don't fucking remember. The only Bean that I remember was from remember that show that Shia LaBeouf was on?
Oh shit! Yeah, wait, which one? There's been a couple.
His first show, the one that
Malcolm in the Middle? Question mark.
No, he wasn't on that one.
Wasn't he?
Wait, who the fuck did I say?
Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah, Shia LaBeouf wasn't on that. Malcolm in the Middle.
Wasn't he? He was on something.
Yeah, it was like
similar. Oh damn.
Yeah, because it had that girl that plays the voice of Kim Possible. Yeah, it was creepy. It was that one. Think so. What's her name? Romero something.
Oh, I don't know.
The girl. Just Google the voice of Kim Possible. Because that girl was in the show with Shia LaBeouf where he started, and there was this dude that was named Bean there.
Fucking Bean. I remember that. Yeah. Yeah,
her.
Wasn't that Malcolm in the Middle?
No, just Google the name of her and see what show she's been on. Because it for sure wasn't Malcolm in the Middle.
Let's see. Christy Carson Romano.
I said Romero. Fuck. So close.
Shows Even Stevens. That's it.
Even fucking Stevens. Yes. And they had a character named Beans.
Yeah.
It was fucking weird as shit.
Yeah.
I had a friend like him. Of course he was white.
Of course. He had to be white.
Yeah. And the thing that I'm saying, like, he had to be white is because I feel like as I was growing up, like, all the Mexican kids, all the, like, the Latinos like me.
Yeah.
We all had similar attitudes because Latino parents program you to be certain ways. You know, you have to have education and shit. You have to be, like, good-mannered and whatever.
Yeah.
And they take you during this to, like, through this path of everybody acting the same. Programming, of course, you know, you program your kids to all be the same so they can be functional in society and fit in. But I feel like white people, like white parents, they would give their kids more freedom, you know?
Yeah.
So fucking white kids got to like explore and be weird as shit and not get shit on. Because if you're weird as shit in a Mexican family, like, the whole family will shit on you.
They're just, like, fucking talk shit all the time.
Dude, when I used to play video games as a kid, I would just get out of my fucking room, go into the fucking living room, get shit, by every primo, prima, tío, tía, grandma, grandpa, even the ones that were dead just came back and just smacked me in the face.
Oh, man, yeah.
Because I used to wear, like, there was a point when, like, the New Boys came out and everybody was, like, jerking. And I was like...
Oh, I remember that.
And I was wearing, like, colored skinny jeans and, like, fucking Vans, like a fucking white boy and shit. And just wearing, like, colorful shit. And to a Mexican eye, that just looked like...
Seas mamón.
Yeah, like seas mamón, wey. Pinche morro prieto thinking you're white. So I would just get out of my room, be shining like a fucking rainbow, get shit on, and just go back to playing Call of Duty. And the thing is, I didn't even want to go outside. I remember, like, I would be in my room playing video games.
Yeah.
And my mom would be like, "Hey, ya saludaste a la familia?" You know, like, did you already say hi to everybody? Because you got to say fucking hi to every fucking
like,
body that comes into the fucking door.
Everybody.
Even if they bring a fucking dog, you got to pet it and shit.
I tried to pet a dog once. It tried to bite me.
Yeah, dogs do that.
Yeah.
And I would just be like, says my mom. And I have to get off my computer. Get off the fucking Xbox.
Oh, yeah, Xbox.
Go out there. Prepare myself mentally to about to be attacked by the whole motherfucking pack of
like the
family.
horde.
And just go back into the room and just kind of cry a little bit. And the thing is, had I read 13 Reasons Why, there would be so many tapes out there of my family. Every primo and fucking prima and tío and tía.
That's dark.
They would have a fucking tape. I wouldn't kill myself. I would just make them tapes. I don't think I could kill myself, honestly. I think we all get to the point where you think about it, you know?
Yeah.
And I think we've had conversations with friends where, like, they've all thought about it. And I remember this one time I was in a swimming pool in Rosarito with a couple of friends from university, like Amy and her friends from university. And we were all just talking about suicide, and it was like a really deep, good conversation.
Yeah.
And we got to the point where we were like, well, we all fucking... we failed even to kill ourselves. Like, like we suck so bad that we're here. Yeah. But it turned out okay because we're all good now.
So far.
But wait. There's more. No, like, I remember this one time in university, because you know when you leave high school, like in high school, you're just surrounded by people that you know, and you're, like, for me in high school, like, the teachers hyped me up. They were just like, you can do anything, and I just felt fucking unstoppable. And then I got to university, and it wasn't in English.
There was like a hard wall, just like...
It was in Spanish, and I didn't speak Spanish. Like,
oh, yeah.
I actually had to learn Spanish just to get into that university. And it was, you know, that's actually one of the top 10 universities in Mexico.
Which one?
YWC, yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Like the Tijuana branch or some shit?
And especially for the faculty that I went to, Faculty of Medicine and Psychology, it's fucking tough. And I felt like a total outsider, and I just felt like all the shit that I was learning, just cognitive dissonance, I just couldn't understand it. And I just felt like an outsider and shit. And, you know, you think about suicide because you get super depressed, especially around February and shit like that.
Yeah.
But I remember I was just so curious, like, okay, like, if I die, like
what were to happen?
Yeah, if I die, like, okay, I know it's going to end here. But if I keep going, like, how far could I get in the goals that I want to accomplish? And I remember, like, that's just a thought that I had. Like, how far can I fucking go? I don't want to have any regrets. Like, if I'm thinking about killing myself, then I'd rather just go and do the shit that I'm kind of scared to do. Kind of think that I might not be able to do. But I really want to do. And then throughout that process, you know, I left psychology, I left university, started boxing again. And fucking 6 months later, I won the Golden Gloves Championship, and I was fucking happy.
Yeah.
And after that, I was kind of like, okay, yeah, I'm kind of glad I didn't kill myself, you know, fucking 8 months behind. Because then I wouldn't have known that I could do this. And now, anytime I get depressed, I'm just like, it's just like a momentary thing. It comes and goes. You get over it. and then you go on to do fucking great shit. If you use it properly, because depression, like you start thinking deeply and shit, and I think that's a time to like find yourself and like, really have a conversation with yourself. Like, what do I want? Am I happy working here? Am I happy with the friends that I have? Am I happy in the relationship that I'm in? And I wasn't happy in the relationship that I was in before. Now, being single is just fucking perfect. Yeah. And then whenever I get sad, I'm like, am I happy being single? Or am I just like lonely right now because I'm watching 13 Reasons Why and I'm getting like a little bitchy about it? But I know that if I go outside and I start running,
you start wanting the cuddles.
Yeah, but once I leave this fucking TV and I go outside and I'm like, damn, I can do whatever I want, like I'll be fine. It's just momentary things.
Yeah. It's suicide. I think, what is it? They said it's a permanent solution to a momentary problem.
It is. And this professor in university said this one thing, and I really liked it, because all the problems that we have in our bodies, all like when you're feeling really suicidal, it's all just it's just a biochemical level problem. You just gotta fix the chemicals in your brain, and that's it. Like, that's basically it. What about
the soul?
The soul, I mean, if your chemicals, if you have your serotonin, your dopamine, everything taken care of in your brain, you'll feel fucking great. Which is why people are popping pills fucking daily and abusing the shit out of that.
Because it feels good.
But the way a professor told me, like, the difference between like being a psychologist and psychiatrist is you use the pills first to get your brain to a level where you're able to function properly and you can work on yourself, and work on having that level kept.
Yeah, and that in some cases that might just be necessary.
Yeah, through your own exercises, through your own meditation, you learn to control your own chemicals and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
But people just don't want to put the work in. They just want the pill and that's it. And then they just become addicted to it. And they don't want to put in the work. Like, the pill is just to bring you to the level, to the point where you can work on yourself properly. That's it. It's not the fucking full treatment. It's just part of it. And the thing with exercise too, like, exercise was one of the things that when I was in university, my professor was like, you used to exercise all the time, right? And I was like, yeah, but with university, it's just gotten, because I had like class after class after class after class, homework. Then I was doing this group thing where we were like a committee. We were an association for psychology, and we were bringing people that talked and shit, and we were give help to the psychology students, and it was like a big thing it's actually pretty big in the university now, and I'm glad I was part of it.
Yeah. You started it, right?
Yeah, it was myself, a professor that had the idea, Lucia, like one of the smart girls from my generation, Eduardo, just Jose, like some other people. Those are all like really, really Mexican names, huh?
Yeah, those are all base. It's like there is nobody that is incriminated right now.
and then there's fucking me, fucking Dylan, just fucking chilling there. But yeah, like, he brought us in. He had the idea. He's always wanted to do it. We have like they made a newspaper and shit, where like the new advancements in psychology would come out and shit like that. Like, it's really great.
Yeah.
And that's what I was in, and I was also doing weight training and taekwondo. So it was
they're at the university.
It was taekwondo. It was class, homework, the fucking association thing. Then I was weightlifting, and then I was boxing as well. And then it got to the point when I was like, oh shit, like, I don't have enough time for everything.
I don't have sleep.
Yeah, dude, like I wasn't sleeping, but like I hardly sleep anyway. But like, in high school, I could do whatever I wanted. I could just do whatever. And in my mind, I could always do that. And it wasn't until like university hit me in the face and was like, you can't just do whatever the fuck you want, man. You got to pick and choose. Like, you can't you can't go out and just have fun with your friends because you got fucking homework.
Yeah.
So you got to choose what you fucking want.
Dude, where in my faculty in the, what is it? The FSA? They, sometimes like they would like before school, you want to go to fucking, what is it, Diablitos? You know that place?
Yeah, the Diablitos,
fucking
of course.
school bar that was just like down like a block away or something.
You know what's funny? Like, you know, like the Airbenders?
Yeah.
In that world, the Airbenders are like calm and shit, right? And then the Fire Nation, they're like hyped as shit. Then like the Waterbenders and like the Earthbenders, they all have their
certain,
unique
like,
traits. You know, their characters. And it was the same in university. Like I remember when coming from high school, going to university, like you could see the traits, you can see the difference in personalities and the likes, like the difference in the chemicals in the brain of the people depending on what they were doing. Like if you went to law, you know, the fucking lawyers, they're all dressed nice as shit. They all have suits and shit. They're all like saying verga and listening to banda and just fucking hyped.
They're all the exact same person.
As fuck. All of them just hyped. Always throwing parties, drinking and shit.
Dude, yeah.
Like that's just what they were.
Law school parties there are the parties.
Yeah, actually. They were just throwing parties every single week. And then you would go to my faculty with medicine and psychology. And everybody's just super calm, dude. Like they're just calm. They're all just super focused on what... Because it's fucking tough. We got to cut bodies and cut brains and shit.
Yeah.
And I remember the professors would come in and say, yo, you guys got to do something. You know, you guys throw a party once in a while.
Oh, yeah. You told me about this. Like, they were like, dude, please throw a party.
Please. Somebody fuck somebody. Like, basically.
Somebody get pregnant. Please,
man. And a couple of them did, actually.
Yeah.
But it's because they already had boyfriends.
Yeah.
It's because, I don't know. Like, and the thing is, like, with psychology... The way I see it, they're all focused on themselves because in psychology they kind of break you first. You have to go to therapy, like it's obligated. You have to have hours of therapy, and they basically fucking break down all your shields and shit. They make you face all your fears and all that stuff. So everybody's just focused on, okay, well, what am I? What can I do? And all that shit. And in law, they don't do that. In law, there's just like, you're gonna fuck with the system, man. Here's all the rules. Here's how you break them, and blah blah blah. Here's how you use them. And then you go to tech, and they're just like really quirky, like really happy people, just playing with their toys and shit like that, building shit.
Me.
And then you go to philosophy, and they're just all fucking outside smoking weed, fucking talking and like, shit.
What if we're all just plants?
Yeah, like
something like that.
Yeah, like what if this F that you just gave me wasn't an F, professor? Just think about it.
What if it was an R?
What if...
For reasonable.
What if instead of failure, it meant far out?
Far out, dude. We're not kidding. That's like straight up how they are. And then
the art students, you know, fucking art students, they're all like...
Yeah.
Fucking artsy.
The artsy art students.
Artsy. And then the fucking sports people. I mean, I would fit in with them because I was psychology and sports. But major? They all had their shit.
Yeah. I remember, what was it? I remember, like, in high school, I would always just, like, be able to fit in with, like, any group. Like, I felt like a universal Lego piece that everybody uses. It's, like, we had the conversation the other day, like, I'm a very gray person. Meaning, like, everybody has their own, like, certain, like, way they act and, like, whatever, their own color, for lack of a better term. And me being the kind of person that I am... Y'all can totally hear that, I know it. They can totally hear that. But, me being the kind of person I am, I'm very gray. So, like...
Oh, yeah, we were talking about that. See, here's the thing. I noticed something. By the way, I was tripping on LSD when I noticed this.
He's not kidding.
I was tripping on LSD. And LSD is one of my favorite psychedelic drugs. It's just, if you guys actually...
Definitely my favorite.
Well, yeah, because if you actually investigate these things... And when I was in high school, I was a total, like, no, we have to do what's right. We have to fucking do our homework. We have to be fucking perfect. We have to be perfectionists.
Very rigid.
Yeah, man. Like, I just wanted to be the best, and I just wanted to be on top and whatever. And I was totally against drugs. And it's funny because it wasn't until I got into psychology and we actually started learning about these drugs.
And you're like, oh.
Yeah, because it wasn't like, oh, drugs are bad, okay? You know, it was like, my professor was like, okay, these drugs affect these parts of your brain. These are the effects. These are the positive, the cons, you know. Some of them are used for therapy in other places. Over here, we can't use them because laws and blah, 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 blah. And when we start learning about these things, you actually get interested and you can actually investigate, you know?
Yeah.
Because most of the time, people just tell you, oh, drugs are bad.
Drugs are bad. Okay.
But then I tell them, okay, but, you know, alcohol is a drug too. That coffee you're drinking is a drug as well. It just depends on if you know how to use a drug. Because, like, acid has a really bad name because it sounds like fucking acid. It sounds
like
trippy.
It literally melts you.
I was so scared of it when I was a kid, and now I use it all the time. But, like, the thing that acid does, it affects your serotonin receptors, and it's been proven to help with depression and with so many, like, disorders, anxiety, and stuff like that. And if you don't mix it with anything else, like any hard drugs, it's really fucking great. It's a great drug. And I was tripping on that, and I was thinking about how people have color, you know, because I remember in TJ, when I first started actually looking around TJ, I would see it as gray because I hadn't explored it yet.
Yeah.
And as I started exploring things, they would gain color, you know? There was this house that I would always see dogs at, and I would always, like, be like, who the fuck would leave their dogs out like this, you know? There was just shit everywhere, and I was like, and the dogs were fucking beautiful. And I was like, who the fuck would do this, you know? And then one day I figured out that I met the person who lived there. He was a boxer, professional boxer. We became friends. We started running every morning. I would hop over that gate. I'd met the dogs and shit like that. And now, whenever I would pass by there, it wasn't just a gray place anymore. It had color. Because I knew everything. I knew him. I knew his wife. I knew the kids in there. I knew the dogs.
Yeah.
So that had color, you know? And there's people that have color as well. You know, you see people all the time throughout the day, but they're just gray because you don't know them. But if you see somebody who you actually know, it's going to be like he has color. And you can recognize him, and you know his traits, you know how he is, you know his laugh, you know her fears and shit, you know? Then
I guess, like, in those terms, like, I'm not necessarily gray, but I'm more like a technicolor, for lack of a better term. It's like I can mold my color a little bit.
Here's the thing, though, because the color that they have, for example, with Amy, I would see kind of like a reddish, purplish, orangey color, because our friend Amy is wild. Like, she's really fun. She's spontaneous. She sings and dances, and she's like a super fun person to be with, and she's loud, and she says what she feels, and she's that type of person. And then with somebody else, like with our friend Janko, who makes videos, he's a different type of person. So he wouldn't be like red. It would be more like,
I can see it more as like a violet or a blue.
I would see like a bluish thing, because he's like cooler, a bit calmer.
Yeah.
Regularly, you know, he has those moments where he freaks the fuck out, but like fucking goes 1-2 with a fucking homeless dude.
Oh, dude.
But for the most part, his temperament is it's bluish, you know?
Yeah.
Then me, I would have a color of my own, and for you, you're calm as shit all the time. So yours would be like grayish because you're calm. And yeah, basically, like, actually, I would say white. Why? Because you're fucking safe and shit. And whenever you're around anybody, you tend to like mold into that personality. Like when you're around me, you tend to be more confident and talkative. But then when you're around somebody else who's not like that, you're kind of like more like them. Kind
of like it reminds me of forgive my my nerdiness, the end of Naruto, when he started like giving everybody some of his chakra and like perfectly molding his chakra to everybody. Remember that?
I don't.
You don't? That was awesome.
The thing is, like, I read the comic.
Oh,
I finished it, and then I was kind of like...
You just blanked it out of your mind.
Yeah, like, I was kind of sad about it, and I was like, I'm going to wait till the anime finishes so I can watch all of it.
Which we still need to do.
Yeah, because Itachi, who's one of my favorite fucking characters, dude, man. Itachi. Fucking love Itachi.
Itachi's the shit, man.
Itachi's the fucking shit. That dude's fucking gangster. He killed his whole fucking family and shit.
For the betterment of others.
Yeah, dude. But yeah, like you there's people that are like that, you know, they mold to other people's
temperament.
Yeah, their energy.
Yeah.
Their frequency.
Yeah.
The way I vibrate, you vibrate. And for me, I think people, because whenever I'm around people, they kind of tend to be more energetic as well. So I think they just kind of absorb the way that I am.
Yeah, they just start going like, you just like give them an idea and they're just like, yeah!
Yeah. I guess I give them my fucking chakra.
Yeah.
Like a Naruto spinning. Because like, you know, like the people that I hang out with right now, like the people that usually hang out around me, they're like pretty calm people. Like, you know, like Andy's really calm and Andy's fucking lovable.
Yeah, she's a big ass teddy bear.
Yeah. But whenever we're together, she's fucking lit, you know? Cracking jokes and shit. And everybody else. And I think that's pretty cool. You know, like, they get confidence off my confidence. And for me, I feel comfortable around your comfort because you're always comfortable.
Yeah.
Janko has this creativity that whenever I'm around him, I start to see things more creatively. Like, oh, okay, yeah, that's cool.
You can feel the sparks go off.
Amy as well. Like the way she sees the world, I like whenever I'm with her, I'm like, okay, yeah, I start to see shit like that too. So we all feed off each other's energy.
Yeah.
And what I like about our friend group is that it's for the most part really positive.
Yeah. Because
I've hanged out with other, like, I didn't want to hang out with them, but sometimes like it just happens. Negativistic like,
people.
We're like in the same place or whatever, and they're just like, "Oh, come over here." And I've seen how friends treat each other, and they're just like talking shit about each other, and not like behind their backs, you know, just like directly, like,
yeah,
"Oh, why would you do? You can't sing. Get the fuck out of here, this fucking guy," you know. And I'm just like, damn, son, like, why would that's your friend, son? You know, like
they're supposed to be.
Like, listen, I'm an asshole too. I'm fucking sarcastic. I'm a fucking boxer. Like, I know how it fucking is. Because I grew up with jocks. I grew up being a jock. I grew up playing sports. And I know how the fucking hazing is. But when it comes to your friend group, that little section that you build for yourself, your support system.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to shit on that. That's supposed to be the people that are helping you in the world, you know? You don't
like, I can understand like a level of like shittiness just for like jokes, but then there's like a level that like no mames.
When you do something funny, we shit on you. When Robbie does something funny, we shit on you. Like when anybody does anything funny, we shit on it, but not on your fucking dreams and aspiration, man. If you tell me I want to be,
you can't be a boxer. You fight like shit. Some shit like that. Like,
exactly. Yeah.
Says
like,
Mamon.
Like if you want to build a fucking company for computers and shit, I'm not gonna be like, you can't fucking do that. You're fucking stupid. You don't know the fucking first thing about business. Like you fucking get the fuck out of here. And that's what people say, you know?
Yeah.
What I would say is, okay, well, I know you don't have, you know, the intelligence of the business right now, so I would recommend you fucking read a book on it.
Yeah.
Take some classes. But you can totally do it, man. You just gotta find the way. You just gotta find the way. I think that's how fucking friends should speak to each other. In my opinion.
In your opinion?
In my opinion. Because it's from my perspective.
Yeah.
The way that I grew up, I've been around hazing. But I don't think I was ever really hazed. I was never really fucking bullied like that. You were the one doing the hazing. Yeah, I was always in the position of power, so...
Yeah.
But you don't have to be hazed in order to understand that it doesn't fucking feel good. You know?
True.
Nobody likes getting shit to. No one likes getting shit on. Fucking treat your friends with fucking respect. And it's funny because you know that meme that has Oprah and it has 13 reasons why? It's like 13 reasons why it taught me to treat people kindly and blah blah blah. And it's just like Oprah saying like you needed a TV show to teach you that. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, everybody's hurting.
My life experiences taught me to be the person I am today.
Yeah, man. Like, I didn't really need a TV show. Just fucking...
TV shows did influence it, though. Like,
of course, yeah. Because you know, like
anime, for example.
Yeah,
like,
true,
shit.
true,
Naruto. Trying to get to his goals.
Believe it.
Goku being the best.
Yeah, and they were always so kind.
He's still the best, man. Jesus Christ.
Actually, now thinking about it, like, the influences that I had, like, because I would meet professional boxers, people that were fucking world champions, people that are fucking the shit, dude. And they were all just super nice people. Like, you would think they were like, oh, I got this big ass car, I got all this money, but no, they were all so kind.
Yeah.
Speaking of boxing, I gotta go fucking run. Because there's a fucking pier like 4 miles out, and I'm gonna go run to that shit and buy some tacos. That's gonna be my reward, the tacos.
And then you're gonna run back.
I'm gonna run back and just watch Netflix like the piece of shit that I am for the rest of the fucking day. That's my whole schedule.
And I gotta get to work. It's gonna be fun.
Holy fucking shit! I work today at 9.
It's 1. Oh wait, you work at 9 and then at night?
Yeah, man.
What time do you get off?
1:30.
Bruh, I won't be able to pick you up on the way back. I could visit. Be like, yo, we need some milk.
Yeah, come visit, man. You should visit your friends at work.
Please.
Always.
Dylan.
I don't have a fucking car.
Yeah, but there's... public transport is actually kind of a difficult...
You know how long it took me last time I went over there? I walked for like 40 fucking minutes.
It's true.
I didn't even get food. I just got there and he was like, all right, let's go.
So
like,
far, you're the only one who's visited me at work.
Because it's fucking difficult. True. None of our friends really had cars. Angie has a car now.
Yeah, you and I are the only ones that had cars.
I have a car, but it's in fucking Tijuana and I have to import it over here and I can't because your father won't answer my fucking calls. But yeah. All right, you guys. This has been the side table. This is like the first real fucking thing that... the real fucking talk that we have.
In years. We haven't talked to each other since then.
Yeah, man. I just live with him. I just caress him.
Alongside each other.
I just caress him at night.
All right, then.
Yeah. All right. See you guys later.
Peace.
Peace, dorks.